Alright, bye.
Hey guys, it's Noelle again. I'm back. This is an interview with Mr. Wayne Hecht, and I am going to be flipping the camera over so I can try to make you feel uncomfortable. Anyway, guys, thank you for checking in with me and watching. I look forward to seeing what you think in here in the comments. So, I love y'all. Turn it around. All right, Mr. Wayne.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity.
You're welcome. No, I appreciate you actually giving me the time, because most people, they're too big for their britches. So the fact that you are sitting with me for a few minutes, it means a lot. What is your goal? What do you stand for? What do you believe in?
I stand for the citizens of Cape Coral. I think I've been here for 11 years, and especially recently, I find that the citizens' voice is not being heard. So that's one of the reasons I'm running, is so that I will be the voice of the citizens on that council. Also, I want to make sure that we have the infrastructure. So I'm running for District 6, which is the Northwest, which is the fastest growing district in the Cape. I think currently there's about 20,000 residents. At full build out, there'll be 80,000 residents.
It's a beautiful area there, and they are building it up nicely. Yeah. But
in some places,
how is that affecting the people that live there, the residents in Northwest? I'm assuming their taxes must be through the roof.
It's not the taxes, but I can tell you that, like, during the dry season, wells are drying up. We're still up in well water, so wells are drying up. Roads are still flooding. We still have unpaved roads up in the Northwest. Another issue that a lot of citizens have been bringing to me for the Northwest is the fact that the kids are going to the school buses early in the morning in the dark, and there's no street lights for the kids. All right?
Absolutely.
And there's a couple of projects going on in the Northwest. There's a Seven Islands project that's going to be built up, which is the marina, the condos, and dock space for boats. We have Tropicana Park, where they're putting in the rowing club is putting in a boathouse over there. There's also plans to the space next to the D&D bait shop is going to become a restaurant and more boat slips over there. And if you just go down the Northwest spreader, you will see all the building that's going on now. So at some point, it's going to become oversaturated, and the concern right now about environmental issues in the Northwest, because what I'm for is putting in a cut through up in the Northwest spread, right? We need that cut through, because right now everything just funnels down, right, where the old boat lift used to be, past Michelli's, then you're going out, into Mount Lachey and out into Pine Island Sound. Maybe not this year or next year, 10 years down the line, when we're getting towards that 80,000 people with all those boats, the kayakers, the rowers, the jet skiers, and then you have the manatees and the rest of the sea life. We need another way to get out. So that's really important to me. And also, the infrastructure. So like on the corner of Pine Island and Burnstone, where Publix is, across the street, they have the Pearl Shopping Center going in. Behind Publix, they're putting in an apartment building. There's a corner right over there that leads to Mount Lachey, where they're putting in a hotel and an apartment building. I mean, right now, me coming from the north, trying to make a left into Pine Island, sometimes even at 2 in the afternoon, it's 2 or 3 lights before I can make my left. What's going to happen when there's another 3,000 residents living in these apartment buildings?
People are going to be banging their heads against the steering wheel.
Right. So we have to think about that future.
Right.
And so that's why I'm running.
Do you have any plans that may benefit the children in the area? I know that your job is not necessarily to do that, but is there anything that you have been thinking about that will not only benefit everybody, but also include making it a little bit easier and better for the kids?
Well, the lights, the street lights. I mean, that's the one thing that I've heard from people up in the Northwest, is that our kids go to the bus stop and there's no street lights. You can get hit by a car.
Absolutely.
I mean, a lot of parents now, they have to sit in the car, till the bus shows up, because they don't want their kids just sitting out there in the dark when people are heading to work in the morning. So, so lighting is absolutely one of the things.
Okay. Anything else that maybe a little secret you want to share with me, or anything like that?
As far as still with the children,
or just in general, what you're going to fight for?
I'm fighting for the people, right? The people don't want to spend any more money on the yacht club, right? The people want infrastructure, right? The people don't want to have council keep rezoning things from low density, medium density to high density buildings until the infrastructure is ready for that. right? And and we do need more commercial, high-paying jobs here. So we're geographically challenged, Cape Coral, right? Because we're a peninsula. We don't have any rail service. We don't have any highways here, right? So we're not going to lure businesses over that are going to build, big widgets that are going to ship across the country, because we don't have that. It'll take to load up a semi-trailer, and it'll take them an hour to get to 75, in traffic. So we're not going to get those businesses. But we should be able to get corporate headquarters, like Fort Martin, like they got Hertz, right? So there's no reason why we can't have corporate headquarters here, that we can have high-tech jobs over here, software companies. We know what's going on in the country right now. So a lot of these companies are fleeing, California, New York, or Texas and Florida. So why not have them flee and come down here to the Southwest? That's the kind of jobs that we need here.
Right.
So that's what we want. So that's the kind of commercial we need.
What do you think that you can do better than the current person in office?
Well, the current person in office was a political appointee, right? He didn't run for office. And the one thing is I have 35 years of business experience dealing with budgets, dealing with Fortune 500 companies and things like that. So the city should be run like a business. And so I think my experience in running businesses is going to help the city. My opponent is, I think he's been out of college for 10 years. He's got 3 young kids. He's lived here his whole life. He runs his own small business. Okay, so I think it's pretty clear, as far as experience, who you want on there is you want someone with experience and leadership, and not just, do whatever the other council people says, but be independent and speak to the constituents and hear what they want. And and that's my plan, and that's my whole campaign is based on it. It's really a grassroots campaign. I don't have any big endorsements from the unions or anything. I'm not getting any PAC money. I mean, the money coming into me is really just from people I meet, friends. That's where I'm getting my money. So it is an uphill battle, but I'm doing this because I care about Cape Coral, and I've seen what's happened over the past couple of years, and that's why I'm getting involved.
You seem very genuine, but I do have to ask, when you are in office, do you plan to be involved with the residents as far as will you take calls, answer emails, say hi to people on the streets if they notice you? Like, I know you're busy and you have so many things going on, but are you able to fit the residents into that schedule somehow?
My phone is on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Okay, I will take any call. I mean, and anyone that's already reached out to me during this campaign, people have sent me emails at like 1 in the morning thinking, oh, he must be sleeping. 5 minutes later, I send them a response. I mean, I'm pretty responsive to everybody, that sends me emails or that's called me and things like that. So absolutely. I mean, that's how I live my life, how I work. I'm always, even when I'm on vacation, when my wife and I go on a cruise, I buy the internet package and I'm still working. So even the residents should know, if they elect me, I could be laying on the beach in the Bahamas somewhere, but I will still answer your text message.
That's funny. One thing Miss Patty said, and I know it's 2 different districts, but she asked me what I thought about the monopoly, how I'm forced to do like a Waste Pro or whatever. Do you have any kind of things that you want to implement to offer more choices to your residents in your area?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with Waste Pro. I'm okay with that because there was a bid put out, right? So it's,
I mean, they
like
won the bid,
I deal with that a lot with my businesses. I get a request for a proposal, and we do proposals. And the issue I had with Waste Pro is that we had a contract.
Yes.
So when they failed to uphold their contract, there were certain things in that contract that kick in, like fines and penalties. And they did kick in, but at a certain point, most members of the council said, "Oh, come on, we punished them enough." Being a businessman,
do what you're supposed to do. It's a legal contract. You're bound to it.
Right. I mean, I can't imagine that Waste Pro, say there was no issue and Waste Pro actually made more money than they expected. Are they going to give us money back, saying, "Oh yeah, let's renegotiate the contract because we made too much money"? No. So if they're not fulfilling their,
you're not even going to get a thank you letter.
Right. They should have been fined as per the contract that they agreed to.
No, you're right. I get what you're saying. I just feel as though like I should have a choice if I don't like this company to be able to switch to a different one. I know that we pay for it with our taxes. Like I've lived all over different areas. I picked who I wanted and I had to pay them a monthly payment to buy their services for my trash men. And I know that would probably end up happening if we had our choice. I just feel like that we're not given enough choices. Like, nobody cares to really listen and hear about the main issues and things that bother us. You get the, oh, well, sorry, I have a contract. When their contract's up, we'll try to boot them out. But that doesn't help us now.
Right.
Like, how can we fix this now?
Right. Well, that's by voting.
Well,
by
yeah,
voting.
but after you're voted in, and you're in, and then somebody says, well, what are we going to do right now?
Right. So
how do we fix it then?
Right. Well, if you have a contract, you have the contract. But those contracts expire after a certain number of years, and then that's where if the citizens are saying, hey, we want to have different choices, then that's something that we can address and look into and see if that makes economical sense. I certainly don't want to spend any more of your money or my money, because I live here too.
Right.
And so, we're stewards of that money. And I certainly don't want to waste your money, because I'm wasting my money too, and I do not want to do that.
You just want to make sure your time and efforts are put to good use, and that you're going to be able to help everybody and do everything you can within reason. And you're always going to have somebody that's pissed off, because you can't make everybody happy.
No.
It's just the way it is. I've learned that being married with kids. So you just can't make everyone happy. But I feel as though that you probably would try very hard.
Yeah, well, you do your best. You do your best you can, and that's it. When you're making your choice, when you go to the polls, is who's that person that you think can do the best job, within the current situation that's happening right now.
Do you have any other things scheduled or planned where you're going to be talking or running?
August 25th, Thursday, August 25th, I'm having a meet and greet from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Cape Cabaret.
I'm going to write that down when we take
Cape Cabaret, 47, from 6 to 8. Come on out. Meet me, ask me questions, any questions that maybe you didn't ask me, other people can ask me, and I'm always available at my website at WayneHect.com. You can go there. You can send me messages through there, or I also have, a Facebook page there, Wayne Hect. So I'll answer any questions that you guys have for us.
All right. Thank you so much for your time, sir. Have a great day.
Thanks.
All right, everybody, there it is, the man himself. I am so happy and honored that Mr. Wayne and Miss Patty did give me their time. I will be loading this up later on, and look forward to seeing you. Bye.